welcome back to the channel. Today we are test riding the all-new 2022 Harley Davidson Roadkin. This is going to be in your cruiser lineup. This is going to be the I believe they call it the All-American Touring. So this one is not going to have a windshield. It's going to have like mini 8 bars, as you can see here. It's going to have a very simple display. You're going to see over here your total fuel, so it's keeping things kind of retro. Here's going to be your indicators, your right to your left. With Harley Davidson's, the way you turn it on, you press over here to cycle. You always got to make sure that you're pressing on the clutch, and then you go ahead and you turn your motorcycle on. So the Harley Davidson Roadkin is going to be, if you ask me, again, this is just personal opinion, this is going to be like your entry level of the like All-American Touring lineup, as they call it, or the Grand American Touring. I'm not really sure which of the two names it is, but the reason I say that is this way you're not going to get a TFT display. Usually, as you'll see like on your road glide, street glide, your other CVO models, you are going to get a TFT display. This one you don't. This one you get a very basic analog, and it's going to show you basically your speedometer, and it's going to be again analog. The one thing they did was they actually added some neat features to the Roadkin. Over here, as you can see, it's going to be a gear indicator. So I'm going to go ahead and just go to third so you can see it go. So you see we dropped the gear, and you can see the gear and RPM indicator. So if we cycle through that, you're going to be able to see it shows you FR is going to be for front tire pressure. Then we're going to go for RR, it's going to be rear. That's going to be your rear tire pressure. Then it's going to show you your motorcycle total mileage. It's going to show you trip A. It's going to show you then your trip B. And then it's going to show you your total range. So this right here is going to be Lake Monroe. This is going to be in Sanford, Florida. So the Roadkin is going to be a touring motorcycle. We're going to get footboards. This one actually comes with your crash bar, so that's going to be a nice feature. If you happen to drop it, you're not going to hopefully dent your tank or, you know, ruin anything on the motorcycle. I have to say, I love the fact that they gave the Roadkin the black treatment, so everything is completely blacked out. I've never been one of those guys that likes all that chrome, so the fact that everything is blacked out, it's really nice. The 117 engine that we have here is going to be very smooth. I was expecting for the model, you know, for the motor to be maybe a little more, you know, vibrating a little bit more than your typical V-twin air-cooled engine. But I'm gonna have to say, it actually does pretty good. It's actually very smooth. You do feel vibrations coming up through your handlebars, just as you would expect from your V-twin engine. But that being said, it's actually pretty smooth. I like the fact that this is going to be a throttle by wire, so that's what gives you the ability, number one, to do cruise control, and number two, to have traction control. So traction control is going to be a nice feature to have, especially when you're going on, if you have like wet pavement or the conditions are not good, you can definitely do traction control. And cruise control, who doesn't like cruise control? So the cruise control is going to be very easy to set up, just like your typical car. You're going to go ahead and press on over here, so you're going to see it's going to show up on our display over here. Over here it's going to show you, if you turn the traction control on, not traction control, once you start riding and you're in gear, it's going to show you, and I'll show you guys. You turn the traction control off, you're going to get like a little cloud over here. Sorry, it's going to be up here, and that's going to show you that you have your traction control off. The signals are going to be over here, so you're going to have individual signals. So right turn signal, left turn signal, here's your traction control, here's your horn, and here's how you operate your cruise control. So very beautiful motorcycle. I have to say, even though you don't get a lot of suspension travel, the suspension that they have equipped the Roadkin with actually rides very smoothly. We've been riding through a lot of like speed bumps, and it actually does fairly well. So very nice. As you can see here are going to be the floorboards. You're going to see your big 114 over here airbox, and letting you know what type of engine you currently have. And this is what I mean by the black treatment. As you can see, this, I don't know what the hell they did this, because this to me looks so cheap. I'm thinking this might be just because it's a demo bike, I will hope, but it has this purple, what seems to be zip tie. You're gonna see what you're riding here by Roadkin. And as you can see, this is gonna be a nice white tank. Whoa, that's a lot of smoke from those bikes up front. here's your traction control. I'm going to turn it on, and you're going to see that the cloud automatically turns on. Here's the cruise control, and I'm going to show you guys how that works. So right now we have it on. You have reset and set, so I'm going to go down. If you have a car with cruise control, it's going to literally work the same way. We're going to go press down. It's going to show that we are engaged right now right there. So if you want to stop using it, you just press your clutch, or you press it back here and off, and there it goes, it's off. One neat feature that I have to say, actually I like it a lot and makes it a little bit easier, is the fact that even though you don't have self canceling turn signals, you have the ability to turn them on and off on command, basically. So let's say we're going to make a right turn. You're going to see it right here, the right turn. We're done, you press it again, and there it goes. We don't have the traction control anymore, so it's going to be completely gone. So I have to say, I really like how the Road King handles. For being a big bike that it's going to be coming in at over 600 pounds, it handles very gracefully. You do feel that the Road King is going to be very well planted. So she does feel well planted on the road, so that's something that I have to say, it actually you know, felt nice. And I like the fact that you have that typical low end torque that your V-twin air-cooled engines are known for, and this 117 is no exception. As soon as you start getting off the throttle and you start going into the 2,000-3,000 RPM, you could definitely feel the Road King come alive. V-twins, especially air-cooled V-twins, are known for low-end torque, and that's not going to be the exception here. Have to say that the way it rides, the way they have set up the suspension from the factory, it feels really good. So now the mirrors, as you can see over here, it literally points to my shoulders. There's not really a whole lot regarding adjustment that you can do. So I mean, while you have good use of them, they can be a little bit intrusive when it comes to handling. Maybe right there, maybe it's just me, but no. So yeah, I have to say they're very solid, so you're not gonna get those vibrations that you would typically see on your mirrors when you have a, you know, air-cooled V-twin motor. So I have to say, another thing that I like about it is going to be the way that they kind of wrap the headlight. So it just kind of, everything flows together. That's what I was telling you. See, this is going to be the cover here for the forks, and this same cover goes all the way up and it covers your headlight. So it's going to be adjusted here to the sides. I have to say, they could probably done a little bit better regarding those bolts that we have here on the sides. Those bolts could have potentially been maybe like blacked out, maybe like that flat black, just because everything flows so nice till you get here and you see those, you know, those silver bolts, you know, coming through. So I don't like that. The same thing with the gas cap over here, and what shows your total, you know, miles, you know, on the gallon. They could have just go ahead and done everything black over here. That way everything ties together. But if you see, you're gonna have a very nice white tank. This is gonna be a tank that's gonna be over 5 gallons, so you're gonna get a lot of cruising range from your Road King, which is going to allow you to be on the road for a lot longer without making stops. So guys, if you enjoy this type of content, just give it a thumbs up so the algorithm knows the content is good, and I will see you guys on my next video.